Hello and good afternoon. What you're looking at is my latest model railway design. It takes a lot of influence from an Ian Rice plan in urban layouts in small spaces. So if you want to get more details on the source, you can review that. But if not, I'll talk about it a little here. So probably the first thing that might strike you is that this is a physical model. So here's my hand. This is a physical model made out of real things. It's not computer design. I decided very pointedly at the start of this journey to do as much as I could in the real world as possible. So I made this plan. This template plan is something I don't think I could have done myself. I made this template plan on the computer and printed it off into one sheet of paper and cut it out, and that gave me the template and the datum point of which to make the rest of this. So this is just regular foam core board, back and sides. I've used slices of foam core here. I've used 1mm card for the roadway in the back, and down here towards this loading bank there's a cut away some of the foam core here for a little embankment. The buildings just foam core. So the overall idea of this layout design is that it's like an amphitheater. So you can see the line, the curve goes from this corner over here, it kind of joins up with the front of the bridge, goes around, and the middle is the deepest part of the layout here, this section between these two, and that's right at the center of your view as you go past, and it's the deepest point, and it's the biggest bowl shape. This is also right close to the center, but the lowest point is here, and it goes round to the deepest point there, and then that curve continues round with this road going down the end of this end loading dock, and then the fronts of these buildings here. So what that's doing is that's creating a really nice curve to draw your eye into the space. And I think it's balanced out quite nicely, because although we've got an embankment on this side, and I'm actually going to bring this side down a little, one of the benefits of modeling this physically is that you can see how these things look in the real world. So I'm going to bring that side down, but you can see how this embankment kind of mirrors these sheds over here. So this is just a workman's shed. Here's a good shed and an office, and there'll be something small behind here. And what I'm really pleased with is how the back seam being curved, even though it's just a piece of paper, I'll bring you up, it's just a piece of paper, it actually looks quite convincing. Even from here, you can't really see a huge divide. Now, there will be a challenge, because just about here-ish is the break in the module. So there'll be, where that bar is, that will be the difference between the left-hand module and the right-hand module. So to find a way to mask that is going to be a challenge. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm totally honest. There might be the case for a fairly large tree poking up there, something like that, right in the middle. But yes, so this model of a model has allowed me to really visualize this really nicely. Things I hadn't really thought about, like how, you can't really, yeah, there you go. If you look right in, so you're in the middle of the layout, and you look directly down in this direction, you can see the exit to the sector plate. But realistically, from a straight on viewing, in any other way, you can't see down there, and that's really nice. And like I said, this side being slightly too tall, I can just slice this through here and bring it down. Same thing for this gradient here. I've sliced these about 45 degrees, and there's a bit missing here, which needs to be addressed. But I think that's too steep, so that's why I'm going to bring this road down. So the road will actually start a little lower, raise up over this bridge, raise again in front of the coal office, which is this guy here, and there's a low relief station building there, and then come down again. A little embankment, little wooded embankment here, and maybe that will be the continuation of that wooded embankment to go over to this section here. Might be the excuse I need to have something to mask that view break. But even like this seesaw of the road coming down and around and back again, and then down and back again. Like, I really like that, and I think that the subtleties of that would have been lost in CAD. The tweaking that I was able to do as I modeled this in foam core was just really interesting. So yeah, I would encourage you to give it a shot. If you're modeling in XtrackCAD or in Templot, print out the plan scaled to one sheet of A4 and try and make it ahead of time. Kind of know what you're going to get yourself into, and don't try and do it all on the hoof, and see how it goes. All right then, thanks for now.